Does your Septimus look like my Septimus? Missing a lot of gear, maybe inside your vault, rarely used if ever. I mean, I do use mine, I'll give him that. Well, good news. Septimus is getting a buff, and it's going to be actually a pretty massive buff. Not only is Septimus getting a buff, but Yoshi the Drunkard, who is a vault champion for me, is also getting a buff. But today I want to focus on Septi because I actually like this guy quite a bit. I want to talk about the buff. I want to show you guys a build for him. But let me know down there in the comment section if you guys want to see a build for Yoshi, who I don't think I've ever actually used. Septimus, I do actually have some use cases, and we'll talk about what those are currently and what they will become after the buff here today. This guy's kit is really interesting, and it's only going to get better. His A1 is what really makes him viable for me. Attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn. So if he attacks one enemy and grants an extra turn if the target is killed, but also grants an extra turn and resets the cooldown of his Holy Sword skill if the target's killed. But the main thing here is grants an extra turn, so he can smack, and then he can smack again, and he can smack again, and he can smack again. He can clear waves, he can clear a lot of different things, but what I love him at is Dark Fae, dealing with those clones. Then on the Holy Sword, he ignores shield, block damage buffs, and damage increases based on enemy max HP. His passive is alright, 30% chance of increase in duration of all debuffs on target. Damage inflicted by each attack increases by 30% if they're over 50%. So really solid. He also has attack in all battles. I got him equipped with a Maleficent Talon. So yeah, he doesn't normally have gear on, but let's go ahead. Let's show you guys like what's coming with him. So right now, my Septi doesn't have any gear, and to be honest with you, what I would normally do is not that. Let's just delete that. Normally what I would do is I would come into one of my global presets. These are like all my like high, hard-hitting, you know, presets, and I would probably grab like maybe this preset here, where we got 6k attack, 240 speed, a little bit low in the crit damage. Or like if I wanted a little bit more crit damage, I could go here. Honestly, maybe even this one. It really just depends how fast I want him to go. But probably this one would be really good. And I throw that on. I share a lot of presets, a lot of these hard-hitting presets throughout my champions. As far as a ring, I mean, he's an attack champion, so just like any attack ring would realistically be fine. I mean, let's just throw this one on. I mean, we could go with like a special ring, but I don't know that we really even need it in this situation. We're fine on crit. I mean, actually, if we throw one of these bad boys on, but man, we lose so much attack there, right? We lose so much attack. I think it's fine for what we're showing off here today. So I would do that. And before we go any farther, let me remind you guys that you can start off a brand new account with my man, Fallon Foulbeard. This guy is a beast. Don't let the no gear fool you. He shares gear with like 3 other champions. That's why I share a lot of gear on my accounts. I'd prefer to have like the best gear rather than like spreading myself thin, or not the best, necessarily always the best, but just like some of the best, you know? So that's why he never has gear, but I love this guy. Early game, he's so good. Like I wish my free-to-play had a Thalon on him. You can get him for free. All you have to do is click that link down there in the description, install Raid Shadow Legends, and then he will be waiting for you in your inbox as soon as you log on. He'll be right in here. And then as you level up to levels 10, 20, and 30, you'll get 3 free epics. You can actually get another free legendary. You can use a promo code. There's a lot of great promo codes. Some of my favorites are Raid 7 to give you Pelops, who I think is incredible for a brand new account, or even Wrath is, I believe, the latest one that gets you Grand Oak Podrick, who I always see is really good. I don't have one, so I couldn't tell you, but I mean, on paper, Grand Oak is a monster. All right, so let's talk about the buffs coming to Septimus in the next update. I said he has that ignore. I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself because I was reading through this a little bit earlier. So on the A1, it's now going to attack one enemy and ignore 30% of their defense. That is massive. Oh, baby, is that massive. 30% of the defense, plus you throw Helm Smasher on there, you put him in a 6-piece Merciless, like you're just going to be ignoring almost all their defense. I mean, you put a Relic on there, like, oh my goodness, man. This dude is going to smack so hard. Adding the ignore defense on there. Oh, I love that so much. Now here's the big rework here. The A2 attacks all enemies. Will ignore shield, block damage buffs. Damage increases according to enemies' max HP. Damage multiplier of 3. That is massive. Attacks all enemies. Like, we're just gonna nuke the crap out of all the Hydra heads. So good. And then on his passive, he has the 30% chance of increase in duration of all debuffs whenever he attacks. It can't be resisted now, And then the damage inflicted by his skills increased by 30% if the max HP is higher than this champion's max HP. Which, I mean, well, we're talking about any kind of bosses. Of course it's going to be higher. And then not to mention the aura goes up to 30%. Oh man, I am going to be in love with Septimus when these changes come out. Does this make him viable other places? Possibly, i.e. like Arena. The big thing though is like, I mean, getting through shield and block damage is actually massive with an AoE. I mean, block damage is a pain, but I don't know, like just not having any multi-hitters in there. I don't know about Arena, but for PvE, I think this dude is going to be an absolute unit, an absolute monster. On the A1, ignoring 30% of the defense, it's just so huge. As far as like, how are we going to build Septi after this? We're just strictly, we're just not going to change much. We're really not going to change much here. I mean, with the Merciless, he's an attack-based champion, so why would we want to take any of this stuff away, right? Like, why would we want that? And then, like, if you can get him a nice 9-piece Merciless, 15% chance of granting extra turn. I don't think he needs that, but I think he's just gonna be so good after this. And then, like, if you can get him in some kind of like ignore relic, or even honestly, probably a Gore Crescent. You know what? I didn't have a Gore Crescent at first. I think a Gore Crescent on Septi could be the move, especially when you're dealing with like ooh, I need a Gore Crescent on Septi already. Oh my goodness. Although like that doesn't necessarily help you in Hydra. So maybe not necessarily for Hydra, but man, oh man, like for waves, like that just nukes in there. Does popping a head count as killing for 20% more damage for that? Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I mean, even like a steel-eyed cutter, if you only have like comments, a chance to ignore. I mean, like there's just so many good ones that you go with. I think it's Talon would be even fine with the crit damage on there. There's a lot of really good relics we could use with them. I still think like these blessings, obviously if you have them 6-starred, go with Crushing Rend. Crushing Rend is always good for 6-star. Some people, like I've heard people saying like you can get away with like 5-star depending on where you're running them. I don't know. I always just go with 6-star. But yeah, I don't think the build's gonna change so much unless you're gonna try like an arena build. Then maybe you go trying, you know, like 4-piece Mercurial, 4-piece Slayer, 4-piece Savage, something like, not Slayer, Lethal, something like that. I think you want them with a decent amount of HP, probably a little bit more HP, as high of attack, decent speed. Just want them taking turns, man. More turns, more damage. I think this champion's gonna be really good. I can't wait for this update. I don't have test server, I'm sorry, so I don't get to test him. All right, guys, so I guess I got a little ahead of myself with that video because the update just came out this morning. So Septimus does have these changes in place that we were just talking about. So this is actually really massive. I think this one, man, I think this one can hit really hard. Just having this in there, man, you almost kind of want him like to be able to like counterattack, but I do kind of like this build that we went with, like I said, with the Merciless here. Gives them that 39% ignore defense, plus on the A1, we now get that 30%, so we're at 65. Plus with Helm Smasher, we get another 20%, wherever that is, or 25%, 50% of the time. So like just so much ignore defense in there. Let's try and get to the hard dragon here. Let's just see. I really think the potential for waves is really good. I probably shouldn't have ran Marius in here, actually. That's probably dumb, but that's okay. These things happen. Let's just go A1 here. And yeah, actually, let's just go A1 with Marius so we can see if, yeah, Septi can finish this wave off. I mean, that was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. I feel, again, this is just like one of my preset sets of gear, so I feel like we could even like optimize the gear a little bit more. I really do like him in a lot of ignore, especially with that A2 giving us all that ignore in there. I think that's going to be really solid. I want to kind of see him smack the dragon real quick. Let's go there. Let's just bing bang boom. Okay, that's nice. Good, perfect. I probably shouldn't have ran with Marius, and I know, you know, there's nothing stopping me from going back and just changing it out, but we're already in here, so it's not a big deal. All right, let's just go there. Let's go there. And all right, dragon is rude. We counterattack. Let's see how this looks. I mean, some solid damage in there. Cleanse, good, heal. I mean, that was without any decreased defense or weaken also. Let's see if we can, actually, let's just go A1. I kind of want to give him another turn with the decreased defense in the weekend. All right, let's go here. All right, and let's hit this. All right, let's get the dragon out of this. Okay, that's nice. Shut him down. All right, hit with A1. A1, it's not going to do much. That's fine though. That's fine. Let's do that. Let's go here. All right, we got to survive. That's the main thing right now. We got to survive. I want him to hit this A2. Just want him to hit the A2. All right, here we go. This is what we're looking for. And okay, almost 1 million damage. Almost 1 million damage there against the dragon. That's pretty solid. I mean, you know, Marius is just Marius, but just kind of curious about that. And really, like I was talking about last night, is I think Hydra is really going to be really good for him. I don't know if he'll take over my main team. Let's run him on brutal and kind of just see. We're not going to save this or anything. I think that's actually my third team, but let's throw together a team here and just see what we can come up with. All right, so let's just try something like this, really basic. Maybe even need another damage dealer in here, but I kind of just want to see what old Septi can do here. You know, I feel like playing around with it a little bit more and more is going to be good for sure. But let's just go ahead and let's just give this a go. So we want to put the increased res up, make sure nothing gets stolen. We do have mischief in here. I actually don't even think we have a hexer. I think Krisk is supposed to be in a curse set for this one, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not worried about it. He's in the shield set for Chimera. Main thing here is we kind of just want to see what Septi can do. And he's not even all the way booked. I should have booked him, to be honest. Probably going to be worth booking at this point. All right, let's do that. That's good, positive stuff. Misses there, weak hits. That's perfect. Exactly what we're hoping for. Let's do that. Good stuff. Yeah, we're loaded up on buffs. Look at Septi already going to get 8 there. Block the buffs. Good. Okay, yeah, this is looking... The setup here is really nice. I just want to see... I want to see Septi just hit someone really hard. Let's go here with that. 400,000, man. That's pretty solid. All right, we got some debuffs on here. We got some things looking really good. All right, let's just keep going. Let's just smack around. I'm just kind of just picking all around, picking and choose. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I auto battle my Hydra battles. So, you know, we'll see what this is looking like here when we get a couple turns with Septimus. I'm excited about the potential. I'm excited, like I said, probably like, you know, a second team for me. I think he's going to be big. All right, so we got some decreased defenses in there. This should hit pretty hard. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yeah, it looked like it hit pretty well. I mean, not maybe as hard as we'd like, but still, I think it hit pretty well there. Let's just keep going. Let's hit that. Let's hit that. I kind of want to back out and do a full auto battle with this and just kind of see what Septi's damage is looking like with it, you know? Let's just re-up this stuff. All right, there we go. Nice. And let's go ally attack. Just try to get him, try to get mischief down a little bit. I think that's one thing that's going to be nice with Septi since it is AoE. Like, we're not going to have to worry about mischief. That, oh, I thought that would pop. I thought that would pop his head. So close to popping the head. There we go. Now we're popping heads. And this is where I get confused with Hydra. Like, should I just pop this, or should I just hit this popped head until, like, the bar's gone? I think. I don't know. I'm like the laziest raid player, bro. I just want to full auto everything. I don't want to sit here and think about things. Just let me full auto. We're at 9 million damage. That's pretty solid damage already. All right, nice. Get some burns. Let's hit this. I want to... I mean, Septi, the A2 also, it comes around quick. It's got a quick cooldown, so we get that quite a bit. All right, nice. Ninja will hit there too. I think he should be on the A2 here, right, when he comes up. Let's see it. Yeah. All right. Bam. I mean, he's putting up some good numbers. All right, I'm going to back out of this and let me... Actually, I mean, no need to cut away here, really. Let's just do a quick battle with this. I'll use one of my quick battles. I don't know that I want to say this because I feel like it might mess with my main team. But let's just see what it looks like here. We should be able to survive. It looked like we had no issues. Oh, 144. 58 million right there. Kind of matching with Ninja, who Ninja gets the extra attacks from Mikage. I don't know that I want to put more in. I mean, for just like a really primitive, like basic, here's the build, I feel like it works, man. I almost wonder, like, if he would even be better, like, in, like, Relentless, like, just giving him chances to get more turns. Like, it feels like a Relentless set could be really good. Obviously, ignore defense sets are going to be good. I don't know, man. I feel like Septi's got a lot of potential here for sure. with these buffs. Those buffs are massive. So before we get out of here, let's try him here in just regular arena. I don't think we're gonna try him in live arena. We'll go like this and just see if we can get him to nuke. He might be a little bit slow also in this build. Maybe we should have went with the faster build we were showing off earlier. That's okay though. Let's just see, just have him hit some people in the nose. All right, let's just get rid of these shields. All right, or the shields. Yeah, that's good. It's cooldowns. I kind of almost want to go with A1 and see if he just clears that whole wave. Oh my goodness, he's like getting lapped out here. Getting lapped. All right, I guess let's go with the A2. Okay. So I think time will tell with him, but I do think there's a lot of potential, and I think this is definitely a champion that may get unvaulted. Like I said, for me, especially second, third hydra teams, there's a lot of potential there. Play around with it a little bit, and just kind of see. I think PvE in general, like clearing waves, like he's already really good at clearing waves, but now since he ignores defense, like clearing waves is going to be so much better. Let me know what you guys think of Septi now. I guess since the buffs are in, should we check out Yoshi tomorrow?